Hi there, it's Danielle Craig, the host of the Happiness in Progress podcast. I'm back with another HIP habit, a happiness in progress habit. Today's habit is to recognize one thing you've done today that makes you proud. It can be small and it can be big. A lot of times in this fast-paced life, yes, even in a pandemic, a lot of times when we have so much noise all around us, whether that's from our phones or from our boss, we forget to give ourselves a pat on the back. And what happens when we don't take a moment to celebrate our victories, big and small, we get stuck on a merry-go-round of life or on a hamster wheel where we can't get off, and we are continuing to just try to meet everyone's expectations, and there's not a lot of payout for all the work that we're doing. I remember the time that I won an Emmy, and for about 24 hours it felt really, really good, and then it was on to the next thing. Like the next thing, what was it? I needed to go accomplish something else. It's this feeling of unsatisfaction. It's this feeling of I'm not doing enough, I'm not accomplishing enough. And we feel that way when we don't take just a tiny quick moment to say, hey, you did it. And sometimes that's going to be big things like winning an Emmy. Sometimes it's going to be small things like getting out of bed. It really depends on where you are in life, and that's okay. In Brendan Burchard's High Performance Habits, he writes about a woman, it sounds like she's an actress, he doesn't disclose the name, who is feeling a lot of depression, not feeling good enough, just not meeting the standards that she wanted to meet. And he asks her, one of the things he asks her to do is to write down her victories. And when she did that, she looked back at all that she accomplished and was woken up almost like, oh, I am enough. Like, look at all these things that I'm doing. Look at all this stuff that I've achieved. I wasn't giving myself credit for any of that. And that made all of the difference in her life. And I believe that it can make all the difference in your life too. Just take a quick moment every day to just think about the thing you did really well. We tend to dwell on what we did bad, but instead of that, flip it around and dwell on what you did well. Don't forget to subscribe. Later this week, you are going to hear from a woman who has created an incredible group of friends, and you're going to learn how she did it and what it takes to be a good friend and how to find those people that will be your ride or dies. And with that, thanks for being here on Happiness in Progress.